As memories of President Carter swirl following his passing, there is a place where his legacy will be forever memorialized. And a West Michigan man played a part in crafting it. Fox 17 got the chance to speak with him. He remembers Carter as kind and determined.
Mementos of the country's 39th president filled Jim Kratsas' office.
He definitely had a photographic memory. I know he was a speed reader, but he retained 95% of what he read, speed reading, which was amazing. So welcome to a wonderful family, a fine state, and a great nation. Sincerely, Jimmy Carter.
Letters like this one, written and signed by Jimmy Carter himself, help explain why.
He considered me the expert, and so we had to build everything and draw up the storyline for all the exhibits.
In 1985, Jim, who lives in Grand Haven, took a job in Atlanta as the curator for Carter's Presidential Library and Museum, which details the Georgia native's life and houses all of the documents and artifacts collected throughout his administration.
We wanted to show him, pretty much the biography of Jimmy Carter and the presidency, because I always view each presidency as a chapter in American history, from George Washington all the way up now to President Biden.
Jim stayed there for just over 4 years and met Carter and his wife Rosalind several times. He even visited them at their home in Plains.
President Carter would be in his blue jeans and, open collar shirt. And Mrs. Carter was putzing around the kitchen making, some baked goods or something of that nature.
Jim describes Carter's death as a loss for the nation. He notes when President Gerald Ford passed away, Carter insisted he attend the funeral. Jim says the two became close shortly after they ran against each other.
They always got along, swimmingly and so on. And somebody said, well, how could you? Here's Republican and Democrats and so on. They looked at each other and said, we come from a very small fraternity. Only we know what the job is really like.
And as people prepare to put another leader to rest, Jim hopes reminders of Carter's spirit stay with them.
He was always out there trying to help. He felt that it was his mission, and he wanted to make a mark in the world. And there's no two ways about it. He did make a mark on the world.
And Jim says, in addition to visiting for Ford's funeral, Carter spoke at GRCC in 2013, but also came to West Michigan a handful of times privately as well.